My name is Brian Porter. I'm Director of Special Projects for Family Service Toronto. I've been involved with TREAT and its deployment at this nonprofit organization over the last 3 years. My role has changed from the initial technology oversight that I had when we were looking for a new vendor solution, and I now manage special projects both on the technology and communications side of the organization. Family Service Toronto is a multifaceted nonprofit social service organization. In 2024, we'll actually celebrate 110 years as an organization, and through all those decades, our number one priority has always been to provide a caring community and one that supports families and individuals to overcome adversity and to thrive. And today, Family Service is one of the city's largest social service organizations, assisting more than 80,000 citizens, including more than 60,000 passport clients across the province. We faced a major dilemma back around 2020, 2019, when we realized that the client data system we'd been using for almost 20 years was reaching end of life. And so it was at that point that we needed to go to market and do a full search for a new solution. The problem with our previous client data system was that it had not been able to keep pace with the evolving technology that evolved through the early 2000s and then into the 2010s. And on top of that, as we continued to build our client data, it became more and more obvious to us that we needed a new solution for both hosting and security.
My name is Lewis Dunn. I'm the Director of Technology and Business Intelligence at Family Service Toronto, and I oversee the ongoing implementation of TREAT at FST. So data security is a critical feature for us. We deal with a lot of very secure data, and it's important that as we're caring for clients that we're also ensuring that we're protecting their data and ensuring that as an organization we're compliant with every necessary bit of legislation. So TREAT was able to demonstrate that they have robust security and that it was able to provide that level of protection for us. The other factor or the other feature that was really important for us was the configurability of the system. As a non-profit, we deal with a range of programs that are different, they're administered differently, they have different requirements, so we needed a system that could handle the different requirements across programs. The biggest improvement for us has been with the integrated online forms, and that's really allowed us to streamline our intake processes. What we had previously was a very manual process that needed staff to collect information from clients, put it onto a form, and then put that data into the system. So the integrated forms are a great tool at taking away a lot of the administrative work for the staff, and it also opens it up more for the clients because they get to fill that information out on a device that they have accessible to them, and it allows us to kind of guide them through that intake process to explain to them what information we're asking for and why we need it as well. So it's been a very big improvement for us. The benefit of a system like TREAT is that it has a lot of modules and a lot of features that as an organization at the start of an implementation we're not actually using yet. So we get to see what else the system can do and really take a dive into what more it can do or how else it could help us improve our workflows and processes, and that's the type of thing that you don't get if it's a custom built system, so that's a very big benefit for us. So TREAT has a large catalogue of standardized assessment tools which we can implement, and this is really useful for us in terms of making it easier to actually administer these assessments. So generally we will do assessments for depression and for anxiety to understand a client's mental health situation when they start service with us and as they progress through service. So by having that integrated into the system, it's easier for staff to input the data, and then we have a history as well within the system of all their previous assessments. So as soon as the data is inputted, we can see how that client score in the current assessment compares against previous scores and how that client is hopefully improving or potentially not. So it's really useful for us to be able to visualize that data. With the integrated forms, it makes it easier to actually have clients fill that data out themselves and submit it to us. And we also have all of this data then available within the reports module so that we can pull this data at a client level or at an organizational level for reporting. Yeah, so for us the product roadmap is one of the best features of Treat, in that there's regular releases, there's new features coming on board every month it seems, so it's really on us to keep up and understand how we can start to utilize those features. So we get the flexibility if we see a feature that could improve something that we're doing to use it. We also get the flexibility to not use it if we don't want to. So that's a very, very big benefit for us. Treat has a very modern user interface compared to the system we moved from. It's a big improvement. It's built with accessibility standards, so it's a more inclusive system as well. And it's also fast, and I think that's one of the main things and one of the main benefits of a cloud-based solution is that regardless of how many people are using it, we get good performance out of the system, so we're reducing the time that staff are waiting to complete activities on the system. So using a fully cloud-based solution has significant benefits for us as an organization. We have very highly sensitive data, so we need to ensure it's protected, and by working with VitalHub we can ensure that that is secure, and we also, as an organization, we don't have to host that data, and we don't have to ensure that we have the infrastructure and the maintenance required as an organization. So for us as a non-profit, that's a really critical feature for us as well. So the team at VitalHub have been great to work with. We meet with them on a regular basis. They have a lot of expertise with similar organizations to us, so they really act for us as a sounding board essentially. So from time to time we have changes that we need to implement, and they're able to look at our requirements and give us insights that we might not have considered as we were kind of putting our requirements together. And they can do that based off of similar changes they've done with other organizations. So it really gives us a unique insight, and it's something that you want from a vendor as well, that they can help you to ensure that what you implement is going to work for you.